Laget mina bitches, idag ska jag snacka om Feministiskt Initiativ. Varsågod. The Feminist Initiative is a new and fringe party that is growing faster than the pubes of a hippie chick backpacking through Europe. I find it interesting that they call themselves the Feminist Initiative and not the Feminist Party, because we all know that there's nothing that gets a party crackin' like a group of feminists. The Feminist Initiative is really against discrimination of all forms, which I think is great, but feminists, I gotta say, if you're gonna claim this, you also need to stop discriminating against men who love blowjobs. Oh! Ayo! Thank you. I'll be here all week. Personally, I love feminism, and I consider myself a feminist. I mean, I've been saying that girls should run the world long before that Beyonce song came out. You know, if it were up to me, women would dominate the world and men would be women's slaves. Not that I'm into that sort of thing or anything. By the way, feminists, you really gotta stop using that Girls Run the World song as your anthem, because besides Beyonce, the whole thing was written by a bunch of dudes who are exactly the type of men you're fighting against. There's Diplo, who objectifies women in his concerts and in his music videos. There's Afrojack, who left his wife for Paris Hilton. And there's The Dream, who turned himself in for domestic violence and choking out a woman. Who wrote the song, boys? Who produced the song, boys? Who mixed the song, boys? The problem that I have with feminism is how a lot of them seem to be super focused on their own self-serving problems and then totally disregard all the other fucked up shit going on in the world. I mean, globalization? Boring. Refugees? Who cares? Criminal justice? Look, it's great that you can write 100 blog posts about exactly how much less money women make than men. But maybe every once in a while you could also send out a tweet about the shitty wages the Chinese kids building your iPhones and MacBooks are making too. Just a thought. I also like that Fee supports the idea of welfare for all people. Because, you know, society should be able to suck on the sweet, nurturing teats of socialism rather than choke on the hard, herpes-infected cock of capitalism. The Feminist Party also fights for having open borders in Sweden, which I think is great because, you know, there's nothing more beautiful than a group of women who will let anyone and everyone inside. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Economically, Fee believes in fair trade over free trade. And for anyone who doesn't understand the difference, fair trade is more of a mutually beneficial trading position, kind of like 69ing for a few hours until both parties simultaneously climax in beautiful, ecstatic bliss. While free trade is more like the third world going down on the first world for 3 hours until they can't even talk anymore because their jaw hurts really bad, and then getting nothing more than a lazy, sloppy 2-minute hand job in return, which really fucking sucks. One of the leaders of Fee is a very famous Swedish politician named Gudrun Schyman. Now, I absolutely love this chick. I mean, first of all, she's been very open about how much she loves to pop bottles and sip drink. She once burned 100,000 kroners in public for no apparent reason besides being baller. And then she also used to go to raves to prove to the public how awesome those shits are. I mean, to me, she just sounds like a down-ass gangster bitch. I mean, I'm waiting for Schyman's hip-hop mixtape to drop. The Feminist Initiative also has a lot of leaders from the LGBT community, which I think is great. I'm a huge supporter of those guys. But I gotta say, my homo homies, please stop adding more letters to your gang name. It's getting super confusing. I've seen some of you guys demanding to be referred to as the LGBTQIAP+ community. Look, I got mad love for you guys and all the ways you fuck, but please don't make me say half the alphabet just to show that support. Overall, I think the Feminist Initiative is great. I support them and I love everything that they're fighting for. The only problem I got with Fee is their name. Ladies, I hate to say it, but you're scaring off a lot of potential voters with that F word. There's a lot of men out there who are scared to death of the idea of feminism, and throwing it in their faces is not going to help all your amazing causes. Why don't you change your name to something a little bit more welcoming and easy for the public to accept? For instance, you could call yourselves the Pussy Riot Party, the Cunt Punt Party, maybe the Pretty Titty Committee, or Bitch Mob Task Force. Any of these names I think would really get you more support. So you got great causes, but you really need better marketing and PR. In conclusion, Fi is great for Sweden, and I really want to see them do well and grow in this election. If you're a woman, vote Fi to have it better in life. If you're a man, vote Fi to have it better with the ladies. I mean, bitches love feminism, and I do too. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment about your thoughts on Fi and feminism, and make sure to subscribe to this channel for more of my expert American opinion on the Swedish election. Fi äger and fuck the man.